Hi, this is Rick Manning, President of Americans for Limited Government. For the number one story of 2022, we're going to go with Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter because of the long-range impact it has. If you really want to know about the long-range impact, all you need to do is to go and check out what the actual people in the media said about it. It's really pretty intriguing. This is from Bing, and let's see. Elizabeth Warren calls out Elon Musk for unavoidable conflicts of interest. How Elon Musk's Twitter takeover endangers the free press. Elon Musk must sell off billions in Tesla stock following Twitter takeover. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover draws NASA attention. Oh, there you go. So let's make certain that that NASA makes certain we don't actually have Elon Musk's SpaceX doing things that NASA used to do. That's scary. How Elon Musk's Twitter takeover endangers the free press. This is YouTube, MSNBC. So let's just, clearly it's, hold on. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover shows danger of absolute power. Folks, it actually does. Some of these things are actually right. It does show the danger of absolute power. It shows the danger of absolute power of the media, the dominant media has had. It shows the danger of absolute power that the Silicon Valley oligarchs have had, who've been able to deny and suppress information for the last 4 or 5 years, and they've been doing it with impunity. They've never had anybody actually call them out on it. And if you called them out, you were basically said had to be fitted for a tinfoil hat. Now, because Elon Musk took over Twitter and is releasing Twitter files with a lot of the emails related to various issues, even Hunter Biden's laptop and everything else, what we're seeing is the Twitter and the FBI were hand in glove in terms of communicating. We're hand in glove in terms of trying to suppress information. Now, Twitter comes across a little better in some of these emails than the FBI does, because Twitter at least puts up a little bit of a fight and saying, hey, wait a second, we're going to keep our independence. The fact of the matter is the FBI set up a one-way communication device that they would send information to Twitter that they wanted taken care of, that they wanted taken out. And part of that was the Hunter Biden laptop. Let's just be clear. What we now know is the influence operation run by our FBI to try to influence what happened in the election in 2020, and we can only presume in 2022 as well. The influence operation that they ran is clear, it's dangerous, is an affront to our representative democracy. It's an affront to the notion that we aren't a manipulated people, and it is it's dangerous. Elon Musk, by exposing this, by trying to create a platform that's a neutral platform, yeah, he's a danger to the quote unquote free press, or as Washington Post may soon be known, all the press that the government wants you to see. I mean, let's just be clear. The Russia collusion scandal was driven by the war reporters, the intel reporters that were for the New York Times and the Washington Post, and had those contacts with the Pentagon, with the intel agencies, who were easily manipulated because those people who were giving them the information were in fact their sources for a lot of different stories. So we know that the so-called free press has really been a manipulated press. And it goes to the heart of the Washington Post. It goes to the heart not just of Silicon Valley, but of the controlled media, establishment media, that has been nothing more than a mouthpiece for years and years and years of the hardcore left. And unfortunately, I have to include the intelligence services as that, because they have proven time and again over the last 6 to 8 years that they are more interested in having bigger government institutional control than limited government. And why not? Big government means more power for bureaucrats to enforce big government edicts. Folks, Elon Musk's exposure of what was actually happening, a truth that many of us knew had occurred, we inferred had occurred. But the fact that he released from the private sector the proof of the manipulation that was going on between the FBI and Twitter is so damaging to the credibility of the FBI, so damaging to those from the intel communities who want to pretend that they're neutral observers, that it is in fact the reason to call Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter the number one story that's going to have more lasting impact than any other story from 2022. This is Rick Manning wishing you a happy new year.